Okay, here we are all set. I'm going to do an example. And what I've done is I've opened up the Google Doc that I shared with you all. It's called Cambrian Clade Sipkowski Genus. The very first sheet within here has all of the families that we are doing listed on the left. Underneath their general description, trilobites, there are the first 7. And then we have a place for you to record the mean, the median, the mode, and then if it's top or bottom heavy or not, not significantly different, so symmetric. And I've already got one done in here for you, the Lingulida. I think the Lingulida had a lot of species in it, so I did that for you. And what I'm going to do now is go in and do an example so you can see how to do it. So sheet number 2, if you don't want to watch this video, has an example already done, so you can take a look and see what it looks like. Sheet number 3 has the abbreviations that you might be seeing for first appearance or last appearance here in the middle column, and you can see which of these is in the Neoproterozoic versus here are our Cambrian periods, and then these dates are the midpoint for each of those periods. So the Battomian, for instance, one of the Cambrian time periods, the midpoint of that time period is 523.5 million years ago. So what I'm going to do now is just copy the last few of these. I happen to know these are the ones I'm going to want. So I'm going to copy these over into my spreadsheet here and just copy them down here so that I have them. Okay. And I've already copied up here the 4 different time periods. And for the first genus, Acanthopurgus, you can see that it was first observed in the Battomian lower, and then also its last occurrence was in the Battomian upper. So it was found only in the Battomian. So I'm going to record for each time period, right? These are the bins of my histogram. So for the Battomian, I'm going to record a 1 because this genus was observed there. The next genus, Elatocyathus, was first observed in the Atdabian, and then the Battomian is when it was last observed. Okay. Next one, just Battomian, and then I'm just going to go down and fill these in very fast. Just Battomian, Atdabanian, and Battomian. Here's Timoshan, here's Atdabanian, Battomian. Okay, so now I've got them all in. Let's see if I did this right. No, this is Timonian and Atdabanian. Okay, so let's assume that I've got these right. I did them kind of fast. So now what I want to know is how many observations did we have in each time bin. And so I'm going to use the sum function within sheets. And I'm going to do that for all of my time bins. Okay. Then what I need to do is figure out my distribution. So I know that I had 2 Timoshan observations in the Timoshan time period here. I'm actually going to copy these over here. 2, 6, 13, 0. This will be useful for creating the histogram, which I suppose we could just go ahead and do right now. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to insert a chart. I'd like it to be a column, and I'd like to use column D as my labels. You'll see that this is reversed, unfortunately. I don't actually know how to flip that. There we go. Under Customize, you can reverse the order. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and insert it. I'm not going to spend the time to label it, but what you can see is that looks to me like early in time there were few observations, and over time the diversity in this clade grew, right? So this looks to me from this histogram like it might be top heavy. And I'm actually going to refer you back to the PowerPoint that I went over in a different video guide that shows you what we were kind of expecting to see, right? So here's a negative skew or a top heavy. We would expect to see a mean that is less than the median and mode. So let's calculate those and see if that's what we see. So how would we calculate mean, median, and mode? Let's see if we can move this out of the way. Okay, so first we need to get our distribution. So number of occurrences, we have 2 occurrences in the to motion. So I'm going to copy that midpoint for that time bin here twice. Okay, for the Atabanian we had 6 occurrences. So I'm going to make 6 cells that have that. Okay, and then 13 of the Potomian. So let's do 13. Let's just copy this and we can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I've got a couple extra. Okay, so now I can do my mean, my median, and my mode. And those are easy to do using the functions. So the mean is your average. I'm just gonna do that. Okay, so 526.5. Then median, you just type in median, and median of what values? These values. And then mode. Oops. Let's see what it looks like. So we were expecting to see that our mean would be, oops, there we go. Okay, that our mean would be older, yep, than our median and mode, yep, by about 3 million years. So we can say that we have a mean of 526.5, median of 523.5, and mode of 523.5. So we can go back to these statistics at the beginning, summary statistics. We want to make sure we enter that here. I think this is what I was doing. And I think it was, mean was 526, something like that. Median was 523.5 or something like that. And then we thought that this was a, let's see, top heavy. There we go. So it looks like we're done for that one. And as you do them, please make sure that you enter them in the spreadsheet here, because when we get together, we're going to want to see how many top heavies versus bottom heavies we had. So we're going to want to sum these up, right? And I reminded you what we were expecting to see for top heavy. Okay. All right. So good luck. See you in class on Friday, and we'll get to work with this data once we're all together again.